Starting video now. Alright, hello everyone, Mikaru here. I did have to crop the UI a lot for this video because there's a lot of UIs, and for the, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I cannot share right now. But, oh, whoa. Oh, that is cool. I even gotta finish my sentence, man. That was cool. Hold up. Oh, wait, oh, I don't want to invite random people. Nah, I'm a better Reaper than you, buddy. Did I just say Reaper? I ain't no Grim Reaper. This door. Wait, no, this is the same door. That's it. Okay, I thought that was the door for a second. So, where is it? Oh, the door's over here. Yeah, never mind. This is kind of useless. That's cool. That's cool. I have the audio off because for some reason I can't turn off the music in this game, and I'm trying to avoid copyright. So that's mostly why. Um, hold on. I can't tell if like if y'all are able to hear me right now. So hopefully this game is like able to hmm hmm hmm. Yo, this like okay. This I'm like if I ever request code, I'm trying to lock in right now. But alright, update. Also okay. So update on video plans right now. So far, me and Loki has done his intro. I'll probably link it down in the description. Um, I'm not gonna make this video too long. Like my previous video was like almost 3 hours. We don't really talk about that. A friend of mine that I know in real life, suggested me that he also does a he also does a YouTube channel, which I'll probably link in the description as well. Supermind Studios, check them out. They have way much higher views than me and my friends, me and my other friends. So, but they're doing good. And oh yeah, like I'm not gonna make this video long. I'll probably at least make it less than probably like 7 minutes at least. Probably like 5 minutes long. I got 1 minute left probably if that were the case, but I don't know. Maybe like 6 minutes maybe. Um, as I'm saying, I probably I so progress on videos. So far I don't know how to edit. Once again, I'll probably learn. Me and Loki are so far trying to learn to edit. So far, Neo School has helped me how to like Neo School so far helped me with some audio issues so far. So I had to use OBS and Audio Mixer on that stuff right now. And I'm not sure what else to say. Other than schedule will be very wacky. I'm not gonna be able to upload every single weekend, but I'll try. So, and also, I need to get up to 1,000 followers on Instagram, so that way I can go live there, because I want to, like, post some extra stuff on there. And also, so yeah. Because so far, I don't know what else to, like, um, because, like, I don't. So, yeah, schedule's gonna be very wacky. Um, I'll probably try to post on, like, TikTok or something, and Instagram. I'm very, I'm not really well with posting on TikTok and Instagram, but YouTube I'll try the most to post on. Oh, hold on, my necklace just got stuck on my headset wire. I don't know how that happened. Um, alright, so, like, 'cause, yeah, once again, I don't know. And also, as I'm recording this, once again, most of the time I record my videos, I barely get any sleep, and it's like around 5 to 7 in the morning as I'm recording. I need to stop doing that, as my schedule is very messed up. So I should probably stop that. And yeah. Also, I just want to talk about, like, what has happened lately for in the past 24 hours. We lost a legend, Oliver Tree. I just want to talk about, like, he did really good music. Life goes on and on, and man, he made really good music. I just wanted to say that. So, respect to him, man, and rest in peace, dude. May he live well. Um, I'm not very well with famous people passing away, cause there was a legend that I cried really hard when I heard that he passed away, being Technoblade, and I've always played Minecraft when I was really young. I would always play on Xbox, and like there'd be these posts of groups where, like, you can like put a group, like, a little post thing. I remember, and someone like try to see, like, you'd invite them to the party and request and stuff, and like meeting people, and, like, I'd play with random other people on my age when I was younger, and I'd always play Minecraft with them. And we'd always, like, talk about stuff, and, like, build bases and stuff. It was always nice and stuff. And it was a way how I would be able to talk about my problems when I was in elementary. And when I got older and I arrived at middle school, that's when I, like, when the day Technoblade passed away, like a couple months after, I heard the news Technoblade passed away, and I was just in shambles, man. And that kind of made my depression a lot harder, because when I was really young, and there's a lot of personal problems I cannot say, but for one of them being, I will say one of my dogs, not I when I only had one dog, uh, I had a dog who was like like a pug. It was a Chihuahua mixed pug breed. So my mom we would call it a pugwawa for most cases, and she, the dog, she passed away, and it gave me, like, extremely chronic depression, man. And then when I heard Technoblade passed away, oh, that gave me even worse chronic depression. So yeah, man. And then a lot has happened ever since, dude. But now hearing the fact that now we got Oliver Tree passing away, I don't even know how to feel, man. Heavy remorse to him, brother. And, like, it's just the fact that we got the helicopter crashing happening live was quite actually insane, because I wasn't expecting Out of anyone to pass away, I wasn't expecting Oliver Tree, especially in like a crash. That's just crazy, dude. I don't even know what to say about that, cause like, um, dude, that is just crazy. Like, I don't know how I feel about Oliver Tree passing away. Like, dude, I open Instagram and then I just see some of my friends saying like saying like Oliver Tree died. And and then I was like, who I cause I was confused on who was Oliver Tree, but I didn't know it was the guy who made the Life Goes On and On music. So I thought it was just some random guy, but it turns out it was like an actual like I do know him. I just didn't recognize him. And then after I did some research, he died in a helicopter crash, and it's just that sucks, man. Like death is scary, and another thing I want to talk about is just that my great grandma has cancer. Got cancer recently, and it's just the other day Saturday I visited my grandma's because when I was younger, my mom and my dad-in-law, uh, they always told me to visit, older people like our grandparents, because you never know when they'll go. They could they'll pass away eventually, and they could happen now or either later. So that's why you always want to visit them. So that reminded me of that when I was younger. So I was like, hey, like why not? As I'm doing these chores, I was like, I'll probably take a break from these chores and do it. I'll continue it once I'm back, and I'll just visit my grandparents. And as I'm visiting, my grandma, not my great grandma, but my main grandma, has she's got little kitties, like a lot of cats, and they were like, oh, they're so adorable, man. But I was at, my great grandma is not doing so well. She also smokes, which trying to, for the past while, she's been trying to convince her to stop it. She just doesn't, so she won't. She's been smoking since like her 20s, so that's a very difficult thing, man. So probably increase her chance of getting lung cancer. And specify which cancer she has. I'm not going to, because I feel like that's just a personal thing. I don't need to say that. So, and like, yeah. So once again, death is scary, and I'm gonna just straight up say this right now. Um, like, there's also time, like, and also here's another thing. Oliver, I don't know, I can't. I'm trying to think what to say right now because like all this whole Oliver Tree death thing is like distracting me. It's just, I'm also in a PvP game right now, and it's really distracting right now. And it's just, yeah, it's crazy, man. So like, it's crazy, dude. So I don't even really know how I should feel about it and all. Cause like, yeah. But also, he's the same age as my biological father, and that is even wildly crazier. I don't even know how I should feel about that. So, cause my father is not like the worst person, but he's not the best person. So I just don't know how I feel about that. So it doesn't really matter if someone's old or young or middle aged. That like anyone could just die randomly at any time. And it's just scary, man. Even when at birth, you can still be in danger. Like I like I when I was born, I was really healthy. But when my sister was born, this was like a year ago. My sister was born a year ago. Um, she broke, I think, her right shoulder. Like she broke her shoulder. So I'm not sure if I'm entirely correct. I'll have to ask again. So I'm not like insanely much on that news, so yeah. And like once again, death is scary. I'm trying to make this video not as long. I made it past the mark, 7 minutes, man. That's okay. At least it's not too long, like an hour long. I don't want to make it. I want to make it under an hour long. So, as I'm probably recording this, yeah, I'm trying to think of what to say because like I just felt like I needed to talk about this, and it's just something on my mind lately. So, and with stuff that's like been going on around the world, it's kind of crazy, dude. So, and like people, like there's like certain things you can't like really talk about here, like with the president of the United States. Can't There's like certain things I don't really want to talk about. I don't like cause I don't want to be the type of person who like want to talk about politics. I'm not really into politics. All right, politics suck, and it's just and especially like I don't like the people who like I don't like the people who like I don't know. It's just so here's another thing. It's Pride Month, and there's also there's certain people out there who like get political about the past, and those type of people are annoying and probably the worst people like ever. I swear. And I don't want to associate with those people at all, bro. So like politics suck. Um, don't be those type of people, man. Seriously. Um, there's something distant. Okay, never mind. I was gonna go over there. Anyways, I was saying was like, cause like it's like, dude, it's kind of crazy. Cause like, cause like, how like, I don't even know what to say, man. Cause I'm kind of just out here in my room playing games or listening to music all day, and it's just once you do it for a super long time, it gets extremely boring for in your life, and it's not fun at all. It's just sometimes it can be stressful because it's like I get jealous. I don't got many friends who wants to hang out with who just randomly text me like, hey, you want to like hang out. Like the only people who like really want to hang out with me is my friend Ezra or like Loki. Sometimes they'll do it, and they're like the only friends that actually like talk to me, man. Neo will help me out from time to time, and any of my friends in real life just never like ask if like we can like hang out. So, but like that's okay because I understand that they're like dealing with their own problems and stuff. So, and and I know I'm young. I'm only I'm a teenager, and usually it's the adult older people giving this advice. But like I already understand that once you reach adulthood, you're not gonna have as many friends as you did when as in high school. Like you're gonna have a lot of friends, but like how many do you think are you actually gonna have once you reach adult? Because things at that point it's not gonna matter. Because how many actual real friends do you have? And for me, I only have such little. Like, cause you know, um, it's kind of crazy to think about it, and cause how do you once again, yeah, not all your friends are gonna manage to stay with you, and sometimes drama will happen. Sometimes they'll need to move away, states, countries. You know, sometimes you can't have contact or stuff will happen. So you never entirely know what will happen and stuff. So and also another thing is also your friend's mental health. So sometimes you'll have friends. You never know what anyone's going through, and like it sucks, man. Cause I know I have some friends out there who are going through some rough things, and like even my partner is like my girlfriend. She's going through her own. She's dealing with her own stuff and their own things, and I am as well, and that's okay. It's a part of life. We all go through things, you know. We never want to judge or, talk like, yeah, like we'll talk about it and depends, Some vents relate to other rooms, So careful who you vent to, and who you talk to, because you know, it's just a trust. Like you can't trust everyone, Eventually, so and once again, you never know what people are going through, so you never like want to be mean to them. And like, I've been a jerk to some people, and I've had this one friend I've known since kindergarten. I was an asshole to him throughout middle school as well. I don't really talk to him anymore, and I don't want to. And because he's been a jerk. He's kind of been rude to me as well. Lately, he's just I don't know. He hasn't really been nice. So and he's been like I don't know. Just, he hasn't really been the best, because he hasn't been the type of friend who's been respectful. Because he's not a true friend. A true friend is someone who respects and supports you and like will actually help you out. He's not that type of friend. But we all go through our own thing, man. So and, like I don't judge him. I don't hate him. It's just I just don't want to like talk to him. And also because like I've been a jerk to him, and it's just like because of that, I don't feel like he should be friends with me if I was like that to him in the past, And there's also other people I haven't been the greatest with, and like the only reason why I'm okay with communicating with them is because they haven't been rude to me, and it's like it's only a me thing. So I want to apologize for that, and I apologize for them, and I'm just really trying to change who I am. So like because like it's a thing. Like I'm also a teenager, so like here's a lot of things most people don't realize is that when teenagers, they make a lot of mistakes, and they most of them don't want to fix it. They usually try to fix it at like adult ages. Once they're like really like they do it too late. You wanna fix things when you're really young. Like try to like focus on your careers at a young age and stuff. I want to try to get like try to succeed at a young age. I want to at least try to do that. You know, I also want to try to get into college. So, uh, which fun fact, if I manage to get to college, I'll be the very first male from my father's side. Because from my father's side, it's mostly always been the females that reached it to college. Never been the male side. So if I ever do get to college, I'll be the first. But if I don't, then it'll like then they'll be at least then my family members will at least be hoping it'll be my cousin who is a bit younger than me by a few grades by a couple years. And but I'm hoping on myself. I'm trying to focus on myself. And if I do or don't make it, I'll also, hope on him as well. And if he ever finds this video once he gets older, if he, if you know who he is and who I'm talking about, if you know who you're talking, if you know who you are and I'm talking about, um, great cousin, man. Yeah, because speaking of cousins, man, I love my cousins. I have this one cousin from my mom's side who, he's he is 1 years older than me. He's just one grade. He is like probably one of my favorite cousins out there. Probably my favorite cousin. He's like a brother to me. I actually have I do he is one of the many cousins. I don't have many contacts with any of my cousins, but he is one of them. I do have contact with him. I have contact with him on Snapchat and Instagram. He usually sends me a lot of stuff on Instagram. I don't even know. It's crazy stuff, man. No judges, but he's cool. He's funny, you know. I don't really know what he's going on. So, but he's goofy. We last time we seen each other in person, man, we were a little weird to each other. He was awfully weird to me, man. He was like, it was really weird. Yeah, it was like a little gay to me, but it is what it is, man. That's okay. He's cool. Um, you know, and yeah. But like, once again, yeah, yeah, but yeah. So that's really it, man. And like, I'm gonna come back to the whole, you never know what someone's going through type thing, because earlier last night I came to one of my closest friends. They are also one of my exes technically. I came to them and like talked to about like what's like I'm just kind of I was feeling down and like I was kind of struggling like I'm struggling a little. I just like wanted a bit of comfort. Talk to them about my issues. I also want to apologize to them about the past and you know and I also kind of told them about I like once again I have a common thing where I have problems with communication. So like my biggest flaw about when meeting me is that there's a problem with me. When I was a lot younger, I'd always be extremely rude, ignore all of this. I accidentally did all that. No, yeah, there's nothing revealing here. Okay, I'm good. But like, you know, um, you know, um, yeah, you just never know what someone's going through. Yeah, like, once again, I can't. I came to them and apologized because once again my biggest problem meeting me. I may be really nice if you meet me, you don't know anything about me. I may be nice and like I'll be really funny guy, cool, amazing person and all. But the thing is like if you know my if you already know me and don't know my past, like the thing is I used to I in every single grade when I was an elementary kid, I used to get suspended, bro. And in middle school, I got suspended a lot of times in sixth grade. And once I reached seventh and eighth grade, I just didn't get suspended at all. But when I was in eighth grade, there was a lot of stuff going on at home for me, and like my old friend group, dude, there was so much drama going on that it caused me to get a little mad a lot. So, which also caused me to like get angry to some of my some stuff, and I don't. It's not common for me to get angry, but when I do, I snap. Like when I remember a time when I got extremely like angry at my father, dude. I snapped and yelled at him, dude, louder than he ever yells at me, dude. It's just you know, and I've seen a stereotype. I've seen there's videos where there's stereotypes where you like, where there's like people like there's net like they're never mad and they're really chill, but whenever they do get mad, you never want to fuck around them. And it's just, I'm starting to turn out to be one of those people, and I can understand why now. But it's like it's just also at the same time, just like I've now when I like a while back, a couple weeks ago, before I made my introduction, I started questioning like like what like how does anger work? It's such a pathetic emotion. I'm starting like I have had it a while for my entire life. Never really understood like I had it, but then as I grew older and older, I just started to lose it more and more, and I started to become more of this understanding person. I had always like when I was in sixth grade, dude, each time I'd get grounded, my stepfather, my dad-in-law, he would always, he would um lecture me. I remember one time I got like suspended because I jokingly yelled because the entire class was playing Kahoo, and when this wasn't and someone won in my class. It wasn't even a classmate. It was actually one of my friends. I don't I don't talk to them anymore. I don't have contact with them whatsoever. They're in a completely different school now. That we don't go to the same high school now, but this was like back in middle school. And like I thought as soon as because there was this video. It was like a joke meme. I don't know what audio it was, but like it, it was like it was. I think it was a YouTuber like playing Security Breach or something. I don't remember who. Like 5 Nights at Security Breach, and then I at the time I like threatened them, threatened their family, threatened to hurt their family, and like it was a joke. I didn't mean it. Here's the thing though. I shouted it out in front of the entire class, and like teacher sent me to the office. I got suspended, dude. And dude, my 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 dad-in-law, my stepfather, he showed me videos of like teenagers, going to juvie for like doing bad stuff, and it's like don't turn out to be those people. So careful of what you do, and yeah. So so moral of the story: don't for one, don't hurt anyone. Don't don't hurt anyone. Don't threaten anyone, and don't do random stuff. So that's kind of my lesson for the most of it. Um, yeah. Also, I'm only now noticing this ability, Solar Flare. This shit actually fits my avatar and stuff. Cause my avatar, by the way, my Roblox avatar, in case anyone hasn't noticed, is this avatar is actually based off YouTube, an entire series on YouTube called The Sun and Moon Show. This is based off the character Solar, by the way. Um, for any Sun and Moon Show fans watching, you probably already know. But for those who don't, that's where that's from. So I'm not gonna change it at all anytime soon. Probably because the accessories on here, when I made the avatar, for some reason I made it and it was like more than the actual limit than you're supposed to. So, cause like I don't even know how I did that, and it was I kind of found that kind of crazy in it. So that's why I don't want to change it because I just and also other things. I think this avatar is just cool. So I'm not sure if it's original, but it was based off that, so I don't think it's original. So I just wanted to point that out. So and I think it's cool. So that's I just want to point out. So but if anything, um, mostly gonna I'm gonna probably end the video here because it's already like 30 minutes long, man. I've been yapping too much and my jaw is starting to hurt a little. So, anywho, um, bye everyone. So, yeah. So, goodbye. Um, have a blessed day and stay safe. Enjoy.